Hey everybody, I hope you're doing pretty well. This is Steve back once again to give away some Carnival tickets. Now, I know my Splinterlands friends probably want some more videos, and sorry we did not do our show last week. Just me and Bebe were kind of busy throughout the week. Couldn't sync up on a day, but there is some updates that I'll be doing some standalone Splinterland videos this week. They'll be a little bit late, but I want to get back into doing that. But for now, let's go ahead and talk about the Honor versus Madness tickets once again. So I do this once a week. I make a little pinned tweet here. All you have to do is give it a like, leave a comment, and be following me to get in on the giveaway. Unfortunately, we have one person here. I mean, the comment was kind of weird, just gold. I guess he was saying my content is gold. That's kind of nice. But Dylan, he's not following me, so he doesn't get in on the giveaway. All the others do, so that's really nice. So it's kind of funny. It's good to see, and it's just they're getting a little more popular. There are a lot of people that at least see this content out there. Thank you for all the retweets as well. That's kind of optional, and I should say repost. We're on X now, not Twitter. Are any of you making that same mistake still? Who knows? So we'll go ahead. We'll get over to the wheel. We'll give it a couple shuffles, and then we'll talk some more about some of the updates that they had in the game this week. Okay, so we got this here. Let's go ahead and close that. We got the 6 names on the wheel. This time I'll shuffle it a couple times. I forgot to do that last week. I normally do that to make sure that I'm not rigging this. I don't think you can rig this wheel, but a lot of different people have won. Let's see. I think most of these people might have already won, so we might be getting a return winner. Ooh, I'm not positive on Lord. Lord Shaw, this might be the first time that you won. I'll double check when I send you a message. I'm not going to do that live this time, because in the future I'm not going to show those conversations, because there are some crypto stuff that gets shown in them, mostly just wallet addresses, but I don't have the right to share somebody else's address if they don't want it shared, right? Sorry about that for the one winner that was not a little upset about that. Now let's go ahead and talk about the major updates for the game this week. So the major update, if we go over here to the Honor versus Madness tab, is that we got a first look at the UI of the game. Now, if you do watch the weekly update from them, I forgot to give this a like, is AJ went over this in detail for anyone who hasn't played a Web3 game. But, you're looking at your starter hand, you're looking at your deck of cards, you're looking at their deck of cards, you're looking at a history display over here. I like that they've built this in, because when you're playing a new game and something happens on the board, if you're not paying close attention, you won't understand it. So it looks like there'll be an area for you to have a history of what's going on. You're going to have your character with your health and a display of your current health. So this is all over here. You've got, it says here, your mana, your soul points, and your hero powers. Over here, it looks like you're kind of ramping up towards something. This is a progression bar towards getting to like a mini reward 1, mini reward 2. They're pointing out that it's a progress bar. Deadly duel unlocked on the target. Now they have said as you do these fights, you're trying to push your way into doing your deadly duel with them. And the person who's at the advantage going into the deadly duel should win the deadly duel most of the time. However, it is a rock, paper, scissors game. Once you get to there, it won't be rock, paper, scissors. It'll be like wand, dodge, something else. And if they do the perfect counter to every single attack you do enough times in a row, even though they were losing the match, they could come back and win the duel. It's a very different kind of setup. Let me go ahead and shrink away that. You don't need to see the other videos I'm watching, guys. Sorry about that. And it's nice to see this coming together. Them having the UI built and planned out is the next step would be testing the UI and gameplay testing. This means we are getting very close to the alpha key players getting into and testing the game. They did talk about that. Also, just as a reminder, I am an ambassador for this project. I have talked about that in past videos, but if you haven't seen it before, this is a little bit of the reason I'm making content, but the reason I'm giving away tickets is because as an ambassador, I have a chance to earn these tickets in the ambassador program. You guys have to earn them through staking the tokens, but this gives you an incentive to hopefully check out this game when it comes out, even if it is just going to the reward store, seeing what you can get with your tickets. It's actually the Carnival ticket shop, I shouldn't say reward store. and see what you can get. I don't know what 1,000 is going to get you. Is it going to get you an emote? Is it going to get you a card? Is it going to let you open a chest? Is it going to get you a background? You know, I don't know. They haven't made it for sure. They did say that some items in the Carnival shop will be exclusive and you can only get them there, but then there'll probably be more than 1,000 tickets. But at that point, maybe you're like, okay, I got a nice little head start. Let me try the game out. Let me stake some of the tokens. Oh, now I'm earning tickets, and I've already got this really big head start. I'll go ahead and show you one other thing here that I wasn't quite ready to show you. Bad on me. Oh, I know how I can get there. So one of the things I was going to show you, this is something I haven't been able to show you in the past on Sundays because I've been doing my videos the last couple Sundays, Sunday night. I got kind of busy. Today's Father's Day. Got a little bit of time to myself, using some of it to talk about Honor vs. Madness. This is the Fusion Watch page. I've showed this before in some of my other videos, but as you know, Honor vs. Madness, Metrics, the little meme coin I covered in my last video, and the Fusion all do these weekly giveaways for people who are interacting with their token and doing a certain thing. For EMP, you have to buy their token and sacrifice it to the Fusion protocol. That's part of their protocol currently. Metrics, you just have to buy their token. They're just trying to get more people to buy it. Honor vs. Madness, you have to stake the token. You don't have to buy and stake the token. If you've got a lot of the token, just doing a new stake gets you on the board. As you can see, right now there's about a little under 3 hours till this ends. They are currently giving away $100 to the biggest stake and the biggest percentage gain to a stake. Now there are terms and conditions, right? You can't come stake one token, have no tokens staked, and be like, I have an infinite percentage increase. But you have to have a certain amount of tokens staked already and then do an additional stake. So unfortunately, I'm not giving you a lot of time. If I post this video immediately, it's only like 2 hours, but you can come, you can check the stake out, you can site out, you can do your first buy, maybe your first stake, somewhere that would qualify you to get into this contest next week, and then come and see if you can compete with these big dogs. Now it is only a $100 prize for each of these. They also do a 100 giveaway on Twitter occasionally to make it $300 giveaways going at a time, but this is still something cool. It's a little extra reward if you get into the project, and you don't necessarily need to do $100 to win, or if you did, you probably will win, and then you get your $100 back. It's kind of an interesting thing. As you can see here, I just wanted to kind of show these because I hadn't been showing you how many people are taking. Usually when I do the video, it's Sunday night after this has ended, like nobody's done any stakes yet. So as you can see, the current leader, I mean, he's really setting the bar high. It's staking 9.38 million tokens. You got second place at 2.3. So they would have to do a huge buy to get over to here. You can see that person is also at the highest percentage gain. They went over 122% on the stake, but that means that they had to have about 8 million staked already. So this is definitely a big wallet, big person in the project. Whereas you see the second place here, over here, 91C25, where are they on this list? They're way down here at only 123,000 staked. Now they're in second place. If they're paying attention to this, they could come in and stake another probably like 50,000 tokens and take over this percentage gain, because they only, you know, as you could see, if 123% was 100%, if they staked like another, I don't know, 40,000 tokens, they could probably get another 40% on that 100% and go up above this. I don't know if they're paying that much attention. I don't know if they even realize that that percentage gain would give them a shot on the leaderboard. Time will tell when this finalizes, though. Now, when we go and look at the token over here, you can see that over the last couple, what am I on? I'm on day charts. You know, Grim Gold's it's been holding pretty well. It seems to like kind of go down and then come up and go down and then come up, back up and then head maybe a little bit down. This does kind of coincide to the giveaways. You do have some people doing some buying and selling in here. And then maybe they bought some tokens. They realize they can't beat that 9 million stake. So they're selling them to see if they can get them. You know, there's some gamemanship going on here. Now, this is the token over on Ethereum. This is basically actually on BSC chain, but traded against Ethereum. They also traded against Sonic. Over on Sonic, it had a nice big buy. Somebody did a very big buy. And so that was something that's pretty cool to see. There is always a chance for people to do some arbitrage between these two chains. So you do want to pay attention to that, but it's just, something that you'd have to really be watching to take advantage of. But I don't think there's any really automated bots doing that right now. So when this is at 3139 and this is at 32, it's more expensive over here. Could you buy it, bridge it over, and sell it? Could you buy some on BSC, use Rhino Bridge it over here, sell it over here, pocket yourself a little bit of money? It's possible, but right now that delta is really small. But you did see, like if this got another candle like this tomorrow and pushed up to here at 45 and ETH didn't catch up and you saw it first, you could equalize the two prices, raising the price on the BSC chain, bringing it down on Sonic chain, obviously. But, that's one other thing that right now they're offering to people who are paying attention to their token. But, overall, I would say, obviously, look, this looks like a downtrend. This buy right here actually kind of breaks that. This one right here, if we scroll out more, has a similar chart, right? Will it keep doing that? No, I don't think so. More of the token is getting staked and the game is coming out to being live. And that's when people will find out to earn within the game, there is going to be some staking requirements. And that is going to require people to kind of take another look at this. And the pack sale should benefit the price of the token. They did say that when they do the pack sale, they should, like the current plan I think they'll do, this is a bit of speculation, but also from what the team has been saying, is that you might be able to buy it with the Grim Gold token. You might not. But if you can't, on the back end, they're going to be buying and burning their own Grim token with the money earned in the pack sales. Now, it's not 100% of that funds goes into burning the token. They will announce when the pack sale comes out, the official percentages, that those are all broken down. But a lot of that revenue, they have said, at least they've alluded to me, I think it'll be close to half, if not more. But I think like a 30% fee will go back to the treasury. For funding the game, which makes sense, right? I know Splinterlands, when they do their pack sales, they get 50% of the money for the team making the game, and the rest of the money goes back to the DAO, and the DAO funds it. That's how they've worked it out here. There's a similar relationship going here, but with a part of it being used to buy and burn the token if they take any other token for the packs. Or they could say, hey, you have to buy your packs with GG, but they think they're worried about that icing people out, right? If you can just buy them with USDT, that's simple. If you can buy them with Ethereum or BNB on the BNB chain, Sonic on the Sonic chain, if you can take those blue chip tokens that they're willing to take and trade out on the back end without hurting their own project, it just makes a lot of sense to make it easier for that entry point. All right, the other thing I was going to bring over here, the Honor versus Madness little spellbot has been fixed and is up and is working again. They had some problems with it where people were and I will say that some days I was guilty of this. They were just coming in, claiming their daily tokens and leaving. Coming in, claiming their daily tokens and leaving, when one of the points of this was to get people here, get them talking, get them doing things. So now, if you want to do your daily game, you need to have at least 15 messages in the last 24 hours. I am in here now chatting with people, talking with people about Honor versus Madness. I've also been doing the spells. So if I show you right now the top spell people, let's see how long that takes to come up. You will see there is my name. Not a very big number, 26,000 GG1 from doing the little spell contest. Not anywhere near these guys here, these top dogs, over 2 million, and this one over 1.7, this one over 1. But hey, I'm in the top. So, if you're somebody with a lot of money, you can go ahead and come in here. All you do is you do the spell command. It spends some of your GG. You do a spell, and only ashes remain. So now I'm down to only being able to do 6 spells. That's not very good. We'll try again. As you can see, my balance is all the way down to 17,000. Oh no, I lost again. It's going down. Are you guys gonna watch me gamble all my tokens away? Oh, I have to wait 1 second. Was a little too fast that time. Come on, I want to show them a win. There we go. I won 1,000 back. Overall, that was not very good. My tokens, my balances went down. But now I can start doing my daily. Oh, wait. There we go. Hold on. Why did that happen? Spellbot. Huh. Hold on. Let's see. Balance. Deposited 10,000, winning 27,000. Current balance 12,900. And then if I go to daily. Huh. Well, that was a little weird. I'll have to ask them about that because I expected my daily to give me tokens, but instead it looked like it took some away. So maybe this isn't as fixed perfectly as I have thought. And I've been gambling a little too much. So I'll try my daily tomorrow and we'll see how that works. I will update you guys on that. I believe it's supposed to be fixed. Maybe I just bugged it out a little bit by doing all those spells. Because it looked like it did a spell failure instead of a daily claim. So that was kind of interesting. All right, guys, that's kind of it for the major updates on the GG token. We've got some very big stakers that are keeping us going. I just wanted to show you this really quick. I do have my stakes currently going. Oops. I have to connect my wallet. Okay. New. You can see I have my stakes going. I've only got myself about 340 tickets. You have a chance to win 1,000 if you just enter the giveaway. And my stakes are currently ending this one July 5th, July 12th, and July 20th. So when those all end, I'll be restaking my tokens. Though a 500,000 stake wouldn't really do much good, so I do have to maybe look at taking advantage of GG at these pretty low prices right now. These are close to being the lows. I mean, obviously, there were some big buys that came up on the lows down here when they started to show their UI, and now, you know, things in general are just looking a little better. All right, guys, that's it.